So while I'm actually talking to y'all, I'm about to moisturize my feet because I just got out the shower and I'm like, let me get some of this sun. Let me get some of this sun. You know what I realized? More people need to sit in the sun. You know why? Because the sun gives you energy. The sun lifts your frequency. Check me out. Check me out. But yeah, I'm about to lotion my feet. Don't mind me. I want to talk about some things that I have recently, let me take this off, that I have been recently experiencing on my spiritual journey. So we going to get into it. We going to get into it. Y'all, if you are on a spiritual journey and you are going through so many different emotions, you are going through different transitions, keep going. Keep going. There were moments in my spiritual journey where I was like in a dark space. And I believe they call it the dark night. I was just like angry. I was upset. I was confused, especially because I began to read more and learn more about how wicked the systems are created here in America. When you know, you know. Let's just say that. When you know, you know.
Game over.
It was a very, very low point for me because I started to feel as if I was like going insane, going crazy in a way. I would meet people. I'm a very open person. If I feel like you got good energy, if I feel like, I'm all about like womanhood, women coming together, supporting one another. Like that's just the energy that I exude to other people. But during that dark time in my life, I had met women specifically on my job. If y'all don't know, I used to be a seventh grade ELA teacher, English language arts teacher. I had met colleagues who I thought were my friends because we would go out to eat. They would invite me over to their place. They would come to my place. We would hang out. And in my head, I'm like, we're not just colleagues, we're actually friends as well. That's the way I was thinking. I've learned that there's nobody on the job that's a friend because there are so many people trying to elevate on their career that they're willing to do anything to make a certain amount of money, right? That's literally what I've learned through my experiences working on these jobs. So, met these young ladies, we hung out. I opened up to them about like some of the struggles that I was currently going through, like being in Charlotte by myself, the big transition from New York City to Charlotte, leaving behind like my sisters, my support system, and just taking that leap of faith. When you open up to people, you should always expect that like people are going to always have an opinion about something. Whether you are doing good things, whether you are doing bad things, people are always going to find a way to judge you. I understand that 100%. What I don't like is when people try to make me out to be this awful person based on the information that I have shared with them. Or when they make me feel as if the way I think, the way I operate, my morality, my integrity, my belief system is wrong because it goes against the grain. People like that, we would never like really mesh because I allow people to be who they are. I just hope that you make good choices. I just hope that you are operating at a higher frequency, that you realize that everything that glitters is not gold. The more I elevate on a spiritual level, the more I meet people that are vibrating at such a low frequency. My aura alone, y'all, my aura alone, my confidence alone, the way I speak, the way I think makes people feel intimidated or threatened. It always starts off when I meet people in today's society. It always starts off with, "Oh, okay, I never looked at it from that angle." To, "Who you think you are? You think you better?" And it's like, wait, 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 wait. Where is this coming from? Like, where is all of this negativity coming from? If you are going through a spiritual level, it will get to a point in your journey where you have to learn to be okay with being by yourself. You have to learn to be okay in isolation because you are not delusional. You are not following this illusion that everybody, the majority of the population, is following. So you're going to have a lot of moments where you feel isolated, where you are alone, where you are attracting people that are at low frequencies. And when you try to raise their frequencies by being more positive, they don't want it. They don't want it because, oh, excuse me. My uncle used to say, "You sneeze 3 times, girl, you're sick." I'm not sick. It's the pollen. It's definitely the pollen. But when you're going through a spiritual journey, you will meet people that won't like you, right? Just won't like your aura. They feel threatened by your shine, by your knowledge, by your positivity, by your aura, by your spirituality. Just are battling with things internally that they have not healed from. They're just angry. A lot of people are just angry with themselves, right? So they have to find somebody to put that anger out on. A lot of people have made choices that they regret. A lot of people have not healed from like childhood traumas. A lot of people are growing old but not growing wise. I've also learned that you can't invest too much time in people that are stubborn. You can't invest too much time in people who do not want to grow. You cannot invest too much time with people who do not want to elevate. And that could be elevate on so many different levels. It's not just a spiritual thing, it's more so a lifestyle. It's like, you want me to accept you for who you are, but at the same time, you want me to be quiet and not voice myself. So I've gotten to the point where I started to ask people, like, when they come to me and they talk to me and they vent to me and they trauma dump on me, do you want advice or do you just want me to listen? Right? Do you want advice or do you want me to just listen? Because a lot of the times people say they want advice, but they don't want the truth. Because truth consists of accountability, truth consists of discipline, truth consists of change behavior. People don't want that. People say they do, but in all reality, they don't. A lot of people are not authentic. That's another thing that I battle with and I'm still battling with. It's like, why can't you just be yourself? That's the kind of energy that I have been faced with. Yeah. So that's a couple of things that I have been experiencing. The solution for me, and I'm always about providing solutions that have worked for me, is block out the noise. Block out the naysayers. When they judge you, just smile and say, "Okay, you are entitled to feel the way that you feel. Nobody should ever have the right to tell you how to feel." It's like, you can say whatever you want to say, Doesn't mean that I have to agree. Does not mean that I have to accept it. But I should be able to say what I want to say as well. I pick up on people, how people speak to me, right? So if you are in a funk and I didn't do anything to you, but you coming with that negative energy towards me, I'm going to pick it up, but I'm going to also keep it short. Because what I notice with people that vibrate from a low frequency, they are the vampire suckers. They want everybody around them to be miserable, just as they are. And if you are not catering to them, if you are not doing the things that they want you to do, if you are not basically coddling them, they feel threatened and they feel unhappy because they're unhappy with themselves. People just want you to be who they are. They don't really want you to be an individual person. I just can't be around people with low frequencies. I just don't want to be around people with low frequencies. I don't want to be around people that are bitter. I don't want to be around people that are miserable. I don't want to be around people that are jealous. I don't want to be around people that just hate themselves. I don't want to be around people that want to control you, right? Control what you say, control how you say it. I want to be around that energy, right? What's for you is for you, and what's for me is for me. And I know that on my spiritual level, I'm protecting my peace. I am protecting my peace. I am allowing people to be where they are, and I'm no longer investing my time and energy into people. Investing my time into people that just don't love themselves, right? Because when you love yourself, you exude a certain energy. You exude it. People feel it, right? As soon as you walk into a room, the energy is shifting. I've walked into rooms just being myself and had women, grown ass women, sitting at the same table as me, start fucking whispering, looking at me and whispering about me. The fuck? Like, shorty, I don't even know you. Like, why you so angry? Why you so bitter? Like, I don't know nobody that's in connection with you. But it's your aura. I'm telling you, when you raise your vibrations, even though America is a low frequency land because of all the bloodshed that took place here, you have to find it in yourself to say, you know, even though I got to deal with this system, there's certain things I'm just not willing to put up with. For my peace of mind, for my mental health, I'm just not putting up with it. Like, I'm at that stage where I'm unapologetically me. And I love that for me. And I love that for those that are elevating. No matter if you're a spiritual person, no matter if you are elevating in your religion, no matter if you are elevating in other certain parts of your life, just do it. And do it and not give a fuck about how other people feel about you. Keep speaking your truth. Because one thing that I know is when you are raised to not be your authentic self, you are raised to just go along to get along. You're not really fulfilled in your life. But I also have learned that my path, my journey, my spirituality does not have to be what everybody else's is. I can speak my truth, be my authentic self, and I truly believe that those who get it, those who understand it, will gravitate towards me. And those who don't, they're just not meant for me. Right? It doesn't mean that you're a bad person because we're not vibrating on the same frequency. It just means that our frequencies don't align. Right? And in order to protect me, to protect my well-being, to protect my peace, I must do what's best for me. I read a quote, and the quote said, you know, elevation involves elimination. Elevation involves elimination. Sometimes we stay in places that no longer serve us. Sometimes we stay with people that no longer serve us. Any purpose, don't have any meaning towards making their lives better or your life better. And we just become content because that's all we know. That's all we know. So what I'm saying to you guys is, if you're on a spiritual level and you are going through some problems, you are going through this transitional stage, it's hard. It is not easy. Because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be doing it. It's not easy. Um, my boyfriend said it's like a double-edged sword with you. And that's why it makes it kind of hard for you to operate in the system, because you just see things differently. And he said it's not a bad thing, but everybody's not operating at the same frequency as you. That you are loved.